maybe she realized that she actually lost that yellow jersey in that heat, because Katie Simmers in the live ranking has gone to number 1. Right here on her 3rd wave in her matchup against Caroline Marks, who's the defending event champ. And Johanne looking really smooth. Right there. I'm sorry, Johanne.
Taken out by an invisible ninja. So here we go. This is better than her first couple of attempts. Big carve off the top. And you know what? You took the words out of my mouth. I was saying silky smooth. And then all of a sudden, she just goes into this turn here. Oh.
First wave for Caroline Marks. Aims for the lip and carves the first turn. An easy kind of setup there. Another setup for Caroline, waiting for the wave to steepen up. Stings the lip. Now getting the rhythm on, got the groove on. One more sting to the lip. Look it down the line. Wants a little bit more. Trying to stick with it, but that's all that wave's going to give. So a nice effort, but you could say it's kind of a slow starting for that wave.
So already I can just identify that she's looking for a different type of wave. This one had a little bit more taper on it, being a goofy footer. Here, that first turn was great. Just gets a little bit sleepy here. And then she really sets up for this turn, cracks it in the pocket, perfect timing, followed by another one. You know what? I feel like she's going to definitely put some points on the board, even though it's probably not how she wanted to finish this wave. You can see she's trying
best wave surf so far.
Oh, without a doubt. I think that this is, that moment there, I mean, she just hit that little bit of coping perfectly. And then she goes, I think, actually even into one more turn straight after this. So you can see that the angle on this wave, and when we had Connor in the booth yesterday, he said, being a goof, I'm looking for different waves out here. And I feel like
with Johanne Defay using her priority, dropping into this one, nice steep first section, she meets it with a beautiful snap, has a rail carve on turn number 2, some froth to deal with down the line, pumps off the bottom, has to kind of ease through that 3rd turn and the 4th turn with all of that reverb and froth on the face. Basically just working it over for a finish on the inside, but the outside turns were beautiful. She gets a little bonus inside here, so let's see if she can exploit this little bonus section. And gets another lipper on the inside. So well-read wave by Johanne Defay.
Here we go. Let's have a look at this wave. This is the 677, so this is the highest scoring wave of the heat. And gets a little bit frothy through this inside, but judges really appreciating the kind of surfing she's doing for sure. And you know what? It's super smooth. There's a lot of flow there. There's not a lot of chattery between turns, which, you come to a point break, and that's the kind of surfing you want to see.
Yeah, not that we're counting turns, but she did get this inside section, too, to give her opportunity for, just a nice extra finish.
I really wanted to get her back, and it paid off well, and, happy to be in the semis.
Those better decisions led to some better scores for you. What did you want to execute on the waves?
And she's going to continue to surf down the line here, wider on the point. Big lip glide, but that's all she's going to get. Caroline behind her, streaking down the line, loading up on the bottom turn, slashing on the top turn. Caroline looking for another section to hit. Lip glide finish for Caroline Marks. Caroline just needed 4.12 to take the lead.
I almost feel like she could get that just off the strength of those 2 turns. It was pretty strong. I mean, unless there was something done before.
Here's the last of Caroline Marks. We're waiting for this number. Number comes in. This is a 5.6 flick.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, I think 2 turns, but she gets the score. And I also said it before, she does 3 of those.
Yeah.
She's on her way to an excellent number. I mean, her backhand is so strong. You can get big scores for only a couple of moves. We saw Yago do it yesterday.
Here comes Johanne. Just a little float there and too deep. Yeah, talking about Caroline Marks and how she's able to put up good scores. Here, Johanne can break the stranglehold that she has on Johanne Defay. Johanne trailing Caroline, and Caroline again with some beautiful rhythm on the backhand. Smaller wave, but great pace down the line. She already has a 5.6 as her backup, so she needs to better that, but she just did about a dozen turns. Flick.
paddling by, talking about it. So comfortable and identifying that she needs and what she needs. So it's fun to hear her like talk about that as she paddled by.
Yeah, thanks, John. We're watching that wave right now, and she has, I mean, while we called it live, we, paid off that she had great rhythm. We're watching it again, and she had great rhythm. So I'm sticking by my statement of great flow on that wave. And yeah, maybe it was just the size of the wave. Here we go. Johanne Defay, 5.16. Nice start with the carve. Floats around. Snap. Got some variety in the maneuvers. Nice flow through that section. She's going to get some bonus here. Down the line speed. Big carve to finish. 5.16 is the riddle.
Judging by, her 6.77, I feel that, that was a strong opening maneuver. And to your point, Kaipo, variety, jam in the pocket. This wave went small too. Caroline got a bit crucified, maybe she thinks herself, if she did say that to Strider, 5.23, just the size wasn't there.
She's going to take this inside one. And yeah, she had to kind of throw everything at it. That was an attempt of a reverse, but that attempt was incomplete. So now on the paddle back out, really just watching the clock is Caroline Marks with 45 seconds.
Here we go. Well, that's a massive heat. Caroline was sitting out there in 5th on those rankings. She's just knocked out 4th. This was a big moment for her. So, and she's going to know that. I feel like she's already smiling. I feel like I can already see it. Yeah, she is. And yeah, big moment for her, and kind of a little bit of a scrappy heat, really. There wasn't too much opportunity. So guys coming up in that next heat, Zhao, Gabe, big heat on the horizon here.
Here Caroline is, having won another heat here in El Salvador. We talk about your relationship with this wave, Caroline. How critical was that relationship today against Johanne?
Yeah, that was a huge heat. Obviously, with the rankings and stuff of where they're at, I think, every heat's a big heat. When you look at the end of the year, you're always like, oh, that one score, that one heat. And so I'm super aware of, how big each heat and each moment is. And I was really excited to surf that heat. And unfortunately, the wind and the tide got a little funky, but we had some nice sets to start. And I'm just stoked I was in the rhythm with priority. But yeah, it was a super close heat. And I'm just stoked it went my way.
It's something we talk about when you're keeping an eye on those rankings coming down to the last few events. But for you personally, how do you balance knowing where you are big picture while trying to just break it down to the simplest moments?
Yeah, it's funny. I think it's pretty impossible not to think about the rankings. And obviously that's why we're all here. We're all here to win and make the Final 5 and go for the world title. And that's a big goal for me. I want to be at lowers and I want to, try to defend my world title. And so that's why I'm here. And so, yeah, I'm definitely paying attention, but at the same time, a lot of it's out of your control and all you can control is your own path. So I just know kind of focus on myself and just do the best surfing I can. And hopefully that just translates into good results.
If you had to pick one thing you wanted to control in this semifinal, what's it going to be?
Oh, just good waves. Yeah, good waves. Lots of opportunity.
Okay, there you go. Lots of opportunity. We'll see you in the next one, Caroline.
Cool. Thank you.